Yeah. Shawty taking it off, she on me. I'ma stand on the wall and throw cheese. I know you got a man involved, I'm low key. How you been?
Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm Ervcannon, and this is Ervcannon TV. Today I'm chopping up with an artist that's really exceeding all expectations, and he's doing it independently. He's currently promoting his second mixtape titled Magic. He's my dude, my guy. So fast, it's good with you, dog. Yeah, man. Chilling, man. So I'm gonna make this artificial interview. First time I tried to interview you was a few months back after Broccoli Cheese Festival.
Shit ain't no pull up and fade. I come on my niggas, we pull up and spray. You can replay. How many times I had to tell you niggas gonna stand your place?
You went on stage, you ripped it. You brought crazy amount of energy. To the point where you had dudes and chicks rushing the stage. From there, you went traveling, and you also went on tour. Tell me about that.
First of all, shouts out to the fans. You know what I'm saying? Who came on the tour? You feel me? Because that love was crazy. You know, we did that tour, and you know, it really showed me. I was surprised because I knew I had fans, you know, because I see the comments and the Instagram and the DMs and stuff like that, and you know how they just love my music and stuff. But I was surprised that they were willing to come to these shows, especially in my hometown. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, dang, because my music is not traditional Miami stuff, you know, like with the Dukes and all that. It was like, and it definitely don't really have that sound. So I was surprised that, you know, people from my hometown were willing to come and show support and you know, show love. But the tour was great, man. We sold out all the shows. Hella packed, man. The fans had hella energy. It was crazy, man. I didn't know I would be that type of performer because that was my first show. That was my first tour, I mean. And, you know, I didn't know that it would be that many people coming out, you know what I'm saying, just going crazy to the music, you know what I'm saying, just knowing word for word, all the songs, you know, so it was dope, man. I appreciate it and I love it.
Let's backtrack a little. Where are you from?
I was actually born in Miami, but you know, when I was probably like a year or 2 years old, we moved out to Broward County, a place called Miramar. Not many people. It's like a little small town on the outskirts of Miami, you know, like 20 minutes away from Miami and shit. But yeah, I grew up humble beginnings, man, just in this little small town. You know what I'm saying? And Miramar, Florida. You can look it up. It's real, you know.
So, what made you decide one day I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna pursue this, I'm gonna pursue this career?
It starts back when I was in high school. You know, I never wanted to do music or anything like that. You know, I was never like into music in high school or anything. But probably like when I was about in like 12th grade, it was just, I was being heartbroken and my friends was trying me like that I grew up with my whole life, and like people was just hurting me just constantly, and it's nothing against them, but it's just that's what it was going on, and it's probably just circumstances in their lives and whatever it was, you know what I'm saying, but it had an effect on me, you know, as a human, and you know, I started writing about it, like just writing poetry and, you know, just writing, you know, trying to air out my feelings, just trying anything to air out my feelings, because I was like really down when I was young. And, you know, I ended up writing poetry, and then the poetry started to kind of sound pretty good, you know what I'm saying? And then I turned that into rap, and that kind of gave me like a little outlet. Like I didn't take it seriously, like recording and stuff like that, but it gave me like a little outlet to just know how to rap. And it's like, oh wow, I'm good at something, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really feel like I was good at shit, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't good at sports and all that type of stuff.
Gotcha.
So it was like, it made me feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying, with myself.
Right.
And I started doing that, and then about a year ago though, I started to kind of take it seriously and get a singing coach and get, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to just do rap. Rap was easy. But I wanted to do like the R&B records and stuff like that.
All right, so your current mixtape that you currently have out right now, it's called Magic.
Yes.
Tell me what energy that you're on when you're recording.
High energy on this one. A lot higher than my last one. You know, this one I really wanted to bring those bangers, like those club anthems, and some soft stuff too, like for my sensitive fans. And I have, a lot of my fans are like, they like R&B music type, you know what I'm saying, type music. But it was like, it was a mixture, man, of just high energy and then that really soft, smooth shit. Yeah, so it was. I would say mostly high energy.
So the first single off of Legend right now that you did drop was Get High.
I know you wanna come and get high. Girl, you nigga neck, I wonder why. Wait till I put you on the wine. Do you whine? Yeah. Put the gold in my wrist and the shine. Drop 100 bands on the ride.
I saw the visuals. It was epic. What was your vision going into it? Like, did you imagine that to come out that way?
Man, you know, I feel like I have the best videographers and shot by Shaq and half the productions in the world.
Right.
Like I'm telling you, it's nobody competing with these dudes. Like, but my vision was to bring that Miami style. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I get a lot of flack for it. They say, "Oh, you don't sound like Miami. You trying to sound like whoever." But or not trying to sound like someone else, but you just don't sound like where you're from.
Right.
But I really thought it was. I wanted to bring in the visuals. It is Miami. You know, this guy's pulling up on a freaking boat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To come see a shorty. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful girl. You know what I'm saying? She got a bikini on and stuff like that. It's like, it's a story. You know, it's like a Miami story. Like this guy, this wealthy guy that you can fantasize about. This young dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wanted to bring that movie vibe.
The second single that you dropped was Stay in Your Place.
Talking that shit ain't no pull up and fade. I come with my niggas, we pull up and spray. You get replaced. How many times I had to tell you niggas gonna stay in your place?
Yes.
You changed it up.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were saying. But the plain fact, you started rapping and you sound really good. You threw me off. You said you started out rapping. How long have you been rapping, and when did you get better at it? Because clearly you have a good delivery.
You know, I never even grew up listening to rap at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just listened to like rock and R&B, really.
Right.
And but when I was younger, I guess that genre came so easily to me because rap is easy. It's fairly easy to me. I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's easy as hell.
Comes into you.
You know,
right.
and it's like you know, I started rapping when I was in high school, a little bit, just fooling around, you know, writing stuff, and it was always good.
Right.
But I didn't have no hooks or nothing like that. It was just like rapping, and you know, I didn't really take it seriously. But like about a year ago, I said, man, let me do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I was feeling that the urges. You feel me? And the thing that made me start rapping was, you know, just taking L's, you know, getting hurt and shit. And it was like, about a year ago, I decided, man, I could do this.
Right.
And I did, I hired a singing coach because I knew I didn't just want to rap. And even my first single was on the coast. It was like a little R&B shit.
Right.
And, you know, I decided to drop some rap shit. I did the rap shit, and I did that R&B shit. It was dope, man. But yeah, man, that's what inspired my shit. Just, you know, emotions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And your current single that you currently have out right now is Everybody Looking.
Run the bread up, we ball. Run the check up with my dogs. Skirt off and the Benz take off. And I don't really fuck with no niggas who flow. At bad when we get off. Everybody looking at it to the top off.
Yes.
And the vibes, I guess, off of it, obviously, you're talking about, you know, you're studying, you're doing your thing. You're painting a perfect picture of your lifestyle. You know, you came from nothing and now this is where I'm at.
Yes.
With that, there comes a lot of envy and a lot of hate. How you been dealing with the backlash?
Just taking the advice from my team, you know, really just, you know, taking advice from my brothers, you know, just not even paying attention to it, ignoring it, because, you know, it's like the people who even have something to say, you know, or disrespect you. You know, I get a lot of disrespectful comments and a lot of disrespectful DMs and all that shit. And it's like, I be saying, you know what? if they're willing to do that, or even go on someone's page and comment and shit like that, I mean, you just really have to be just, you know what I'm saying, just a certain type of person that doesn't care about your own life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care about people's lives. Like, I'm not saying that like that, but I'm just saying I don't care enough about what someone else is doing.
Right. Go on their page.
Yeah, comment on
stuff. Right.
what they're doing in their life. You know, I just wouldn't care. That's up to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you got to be careful with that type of stuff, because you got to realize, you know, and especially for someone like me who kind of like blowing up and shit, people know me, people recognize me and shit.
Right.
It's like, you can't take those chances, because you might say something to him. He doesn't care about his life, so he might come in. You got a show in his city, he might come shoot you. He don't care if you go to jail or not, but you care about your life, because you got all these millions of people listening to your music and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why would you risk your life trying to talk back to someone who's not even worth it? You know what I'm saying? So I just ignore it. You know?
Right. A lot of flop chasing.
Exactly. Exactly.
I see, man, you got a really, really bright future. So after the mixtape, what's next after this for Her Fantasy?
After this mixtape, I'm gonna drop another mixtape probably in the next 2 months, cause I want to keep it going. Like I noticed, like my fans, they love just hearing new shit all the time.
Right.
Like, I be seeing them post. I be seeing y'all posting all that shit on y'all stories. I try to get all of y'all. I try to repost it on my story as much as I can, but I'm not really on my IG too much.
Right.
But you know, the fans love new music, so right now I'm gonna focus on music.
So Saturday, October, guys. Her Fantasy, Ervcannon. Stay tuned to this dude, man. He's super talented. So till next time, man. We're watching Ervcannon TV, Her Fantasy.